Hi everyone, welcome back to Web of Life. The monsoon in the Western Ghats is one of the most exciting seasons for many reasons. This marvelous season brings along variety of new life. It is the great time coming after the long and hard summer days. It is just wonderful to see the nature caught by new colors, sounds and smells. For us, it is the carnival of nature with the shower of joy and delight. The monsoon is also an important time for many plants and animal species. Among them, frogs are very special. The Western Ghats is home to variety of frog species with its great biodiversity. The monsoon and the frogs always share a close relation. Actually, they have been waiting for the arrival of monsoon to breed. Frogs prefer moist and humid weather conditions, and the rain creates the optimal conditions for the females to lay eggs in fresh pools of water. We know that the croaking sounds of frogs are always associated with the rains. Their loud chorus is a sure sign that the monsoon is here or about to arrive very soon. And the sound of frog calling is familiar to most of us. But why do frogs call? In many frog species, the callers are usually males. Actually, it is their love songs. They produce a rich variety of sounds, calls, and songs during the breeding season. They exhibit many different kinds of complex behaviors to attract mates, to defend the predators, and generally to survive. The typical frog calls that we hear are known as advertisement calls. The male frogs advertise their location, their species, general fitness, size, territory, their mating readiness, and their willingness to defend their territory to other males and females. They present themselves as potential partners, hoping that female frogs will like their songs and come their way. Usually, the listeners respond to the calls by written calls, by approach, and by going silent. Females can make short, chirpy sounds or peeps. As the aim of encounter is to breed, the male frogs typically call in or near water, like ponds, streams, or wetlands, where eggs are most often laid and the tadpoles develop. Some frogs call in the water, some on nearby rocks or on the banks, and others in trees or on the ground nearby. Male frogs sing to attract their own kind. Each species of frog has its own mating call, which attracts females of the same species. These calls range from a simple clicks to quacks, whistles, and long trilling songs. Females can distinguish the minute differences between individual frogs. Female frogs even have ears tuned into specific call of their own species, so that they can locate a male of their own species in a chorus of multiple noisy males. How does all that big sound come out of a little creature? Frogs and toads have vocal cords, just like humans, but they also have a vocal sac, which works like an inflatable amplifier. The vocal sac is the flexible membrane of skin possessed by most of male frogs. It is a pouch below the chin, sometimes pokes out like a balloon to the side, and most often to the front. To start calling, a frog breathes in and then shuts its nose and mouth. Then the frog forces the air backward and forward between its lungs and vocal sac so that its vocal cords can make the air vibrate. These vibrations make the sound, which resonates on the elastic membrane of the vocal sac. The vocal sac acts like a resonance chamber which magnifies the sound and makes it louder. The circular movement of air between lungs and air sacs allows the frogs to croak continuously even if they are underwater. Muscles within the body wall force the air back and forth between the lungs and vocal sac. The smallest frogs work the hardest to produce sound because so much of their body is taken up with the muscles needed to produce such a large sound. Energetically, they also require much more energy to make big sounds than larger frogs. The primary purpose of vocal sac is to amplify the advertisement call of the males and attract the females from larger areas possible. Species of frogs without vocal sacs may be heard within radius of a few meters only, but some species with vocal sacs can be heard over 1 kilometer away. Some species of frogs are known that will scoop the recently hatched tadpoles into their mouth, where they'll move into the vocal sac. They will remain in the vocal sac until metamorphosis. Some other species of frogs use the vocal sac to transport the tadpoles to the water sources. Frogs are more often heard than seen, and as like other frogs, the researchers also depend on their calls to identify them. Frogs are always the excellent indicator species. The more frogs call recorded, the more healthy is the particular ecosystem. We can also watch and identify our local frog species by listening to their beautiful songs. Anyway, this year's monsoon has arrived. Love is in the air. Our tiny friends have started their love songs already. Keep listening and enjoy their world if possible. It will definitely be a great experience. We will see more topics in the coming vlogs. Thank you all.